Hey everyone, welcome back to PSYCHIANT. Today we're diving into something a bit more fun: 25 psychological facts about women that you might not know. Now, before you start thinking, oh no, not another lecture, trust me, this one's interesting, and I bet you'll learn something surprising about the women in your life that might just blow your mind. So, grab a snack, sit back, and let's jump into it. By the end of this, you might even start appreciating the women around you a little more. Ready? Let's go. Fact number 1. Women tend to be more emotionally expressive. Yep, you read that right. They're like emotional open books. Unlike men who often bottle things up, women are quick to express their feelings. This isn't just a habit, it's biologically wired. According to The Female Brain by Luann Brizendine, women have a higher sensitivity to emotional experiences due to differences in brain structure and hormone fluctuations. So next time your girlfriend says, "I feel like," just sit back, listen, and nod. She's processing her emotions. Fact number 2. Women have a superpower for picking up on nonverbal cues. If you think you can hide how you feel, think again. Women can read facial expressions and body language like a pro. A tiny twitch of your eyebrow or the way you cross your arms, she's already decoded it. This ability is linked to enhanced empathy, as discussed in the Empath Survival Guide by Judith Orloff. Women are more likely to pick up on subtle social cues, making them great at understanding unspoken feelings. Fact number 3. Women are multitasking masters. They're like the human equivalent of a Swiss Army knife. Want proof? They can cook dinner, respond to texts, plan the weekend, and remember your mom's birthday all at the same time. Meanwhile, you're struggling to remember what you were supposed to pick up from the store. Research from The Gendered Brain by Gina Rippin explains how women's brains are better at juggling tasks due to their superior connections between the brain's left and right hemispheres. Fact number 4. Women have quicker emotional responses. Whether it's happiness, stress, or excitement, women tend to feel things on a deeper, faster level than men. You might think, why is she overreacting? But in reality, she's just emotionally wired to react faster. According to Why Women Are More Emotional Than Men by Susan Heitler, this is largely due to hormonal differences and the way emotions are processed in the brain. It's not overreacting, it's just being emotionally tuned in. Fact number 5. Women are empathy ninjas. They're like walking empathy machines, always ready to lend a listening ear or a helping hand. If you're feeling down, they're the first ones to notice and step in. As noted in The Empathy Effect by Helen Reese, women tend to have higher levels of empathy, especially when it comes to understanding other people's pain. It's like their emotional radar is always on. Fact number 6. Women have a memory like an elephant. Remember that one time you promised to take out the trash, but didn't? Yeah, she remembers. Women are great at recalling details, faces, conversations, and even the exact moment you said something you probably didn't think was important. This was explained in The Female Brain by Luann Brizendine, where it's highlighted that women have better memory retention due to the way their brains process verbal information. Fact 7. Women tend to think more complexly. They like to dive deep into problems, analyzing every little detail. While you might be thinking, let's just fix it and move on, she's already thinking through every possible outcome. The Gendered Brain by Gina Rippin sheds light on how women's brains are wired to process information in a more holistic and interconnected way, allowing them to consider multiple perspectives at once. Fact number 8. Women are more prone to anxiety. Thanks to those ever-changing hormones, women can feel anxious more often. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. But it's not their fault, blame it on biology. Research published in the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook by Edmund J. Bourne explains how hormonal fluctuations during different life stages can affect women's vulnerability to anxiety. So next time your partner is stressed, maybe offer a hug instead of trying to fix the problem. Fact number 9. Women focus a lot on relationships. They care deeply about the quality of their connections. Whether it's with family, friends, or you, they put effort into keeping things healthy and strong. The Social Animal by Elliot Aronson discusses how women are naturally wired for social bonding and community building. It's no surprise that women put so much energy into maintaining close relationships. Fact number 10. Women use both sides of their brains like pros. No, seriously. While you're trying to focus on one thing, she's handling everything at once: communication, creativity, and logic. It's like watching a symphony performance, where all the instruments are working in harmony. Studies from the Gendered Brain by Gina Rippin show that women have stronger connections between the left and right hemispheres of their brain, which makes multitasking and creative thinking more efficient. How are we doing so far? Are you still with me? Or did you just learn way too much about women? No worries, we're only getting started. Let's keep going with fact 11. Women are super sensitive to tone of voice. It's like they have built-in lie detectors. A slight change in the way you say something? Yep, she notices. The Psychology of Women by Margaret W. Matlin talks about how women have heightened sensitivity to vocal tone and nonverbal cues, making them particularly adept at detecting emotional nuances. Fact number 12. Women talk ... a lot. Okay, this might not be a shocker, but did you know the average woman uses around 20,000 words a day? That's way more than men, who usually manage about 7,000. You Just Don't Understand by Deborah Tannen explores how women use more words in social settings to build rapport and connection, whereas men might focus more on facts and problem solving. Fact number 13. Women remember the little things. While you might forget your anniversary or that special date, she's probably recalling the details of a conversation you had months ago. She remembered what you said, how you said it, and the exact context. According to The Female Brain by Luann Brizendine, women's superior verbal memory allows them to retain these small but important details. Fact number 14. Women prefer cooperation over confrontation. If there's a disagreement, she's more likely to want to work things out together than fight about it. The Female Brain also discusses how women are wired for social harmony, which makes them less confrontational and more inclined to find collaborative solutions. Fact number 15. Women experience depression more often. It's tough, but hormonal fluctuations and other factors make women more susceptible to depression. The Depression Cure by Stephen Ellerdy explains how changes in brain chemistry combined with societal pressures can make women more vulnerable to depressive episodes. Fact number 16. Women have a maternal instinct. Their brains are hardwired to respond to the needs of children. Whether it's their own kids or even just a pet, they can't help but nurture. Mother Nature by Sarah Blaffer-Hrdy explores the evolutionary and hormonal basis for women's nurturing tendencies. Fact number 17. Women care a lot about their appearance. You might think she spends too much time on skincare or choosing outfits, but it's because they're more aware of their body image. The Beauty Myth by Naomi Wolf delves into how societal expectations and biological factors influence women's perceptions of their appearance and the importance they place on self-care. Fact number 18. Women handle long-term stress better than men. When life gets tough, women tend to rely on their social networks to get through. They're all about support systems, whether that's friends, family, or you. The Relaxation and Stress Reduction Workbook by Martha Davis discusses how women often use social support to cope with emotional stress, rather than internalizing it like men might. Fact number 19. Women are super empathetic about other people's pain. If you're upset or hurt, don't be surprised if she feels it too. Women tend to internalize the pain of others. Whether it's a friend going through a tough time or a sad movie scene, The Empathy Effect by Helen Reese highlights how women's brains are primed for empathy, allowing them to feel and respond to others' emotions more deeply. Fact number 20. Women recover from emotional trauma faster. They might seem upset at first, but women are often better at coping with grief or loss. The Courage to Heal by Ellen Bass and Laura Davis outlines how women tend to be more resilient when facing emotional challenges, utilizing coping strategies like support networks and communication. We're almost there. I know, it's a lot, but bear with me. Here's the grand finale. Fact number 21. Women prefer collaboration over competition. When it comes to work or social settings, they're all about teamwork. Forget about that cutthroat competition. Women want to build bonds and work together for mutual success. The Athena Doctrine by John Gerzema and Michael D'Antonio explores how feminine traits like collaboration and empathy are essential for effective leadership in today's world. Fact number 22, women notice the tiniest details. While you're focusing on the big picture, she's zooming in on the small stuff. That means she'd notice if you changed your cologne, fixed that broken chair, or even if you wore a new shirt. The Psychology of Women by Margaret W. Matlin explains that women's attention to detail is tied to their heightened observational skills. Fact 23. Women worry more about the future. They plan for tomorrow, next week, next year. Women tend to think ahead, considering all possibilities and scenarios. The Social Animal by Elliot Aronson discusses how women's forward-thinking nature helps them prepare for various outcomes and ensure their loved ones are taken care of. Fact number 24. Women are sensitive to social changes. They pick up on shifts in relationships and social dynamics faster than you might realize. Social Intelligence by Daniel Goleman explores how women's heightened awareness of social signals allows them to navigate and adapt to changes in their social environments more effectively. And the last, women respond to compliments emotionally. Compliment her, and she'll remember it. A nice word here and there will stick with her much longer than you might think. The Science of Happiness by Stephen Klein explains how positive reinforcement, like compliments, triggers the release of dopamine in women's brains, making them feel valued and appreciated. And that's a wrap, gentlemen. 25 mind-blowing psychological facts about women. See, they're not as mysterious as they seem, just incredibly fascinating. Now that you've unlocked a few secrets to the female mind, I'm sure you'll appreciate them even more. And here's a pro tip. A dash of respect, a sprinkle of understanding, and maybe a well-timed compliment or two can work wonders. Trust me, it's not rocket science, but it sure makes life easier. Catch you later, and remember, keep it cool, keep it classy.